on the key, so this shit not.
Hey y'all, hey, look what I got.
The champ is here.
You right. Tay's in the build with the belt. Y'all see it. Y'all see that thing shining too, baby.
Yes, respect it, respect it. This
Yeah.
right here is the Man Cave Belt. This right here is another one of the wonderful, amazing podcasts here on the 613 Faye DMV network. And she right here, this lovely young woman right here, okay, not a day over 26, okay? This woman right here, she the winner. Y'all better believe it. Put some respect on her name.
Please do, because out of 12 men, I came through, baby. What they say,
Thank
don't.
you.
Oh, all right. Get with me. The belt. It's everything. I appreciate you guys so much. But you know what? We're gonna go ahead and jump into this good old F.A.C.T.S podcast. And welcome, baby.
You know what? You should sit here and talk about how heavy it is and everything. This is like an amazing championship. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you.
It's very heavy. It's amazing because it's titled the Man Cave Podcast, but the only female who had the 12th pick won.
Mm,
12th pick and still came out on top.
yes.
Put some
respect on it. Gotta respect it. Gotta respect it.
Pretty much.
I'm
so
so
how
happy.
Are you feeling today, darling?
You know what, doll? I feel actually amazing. Besides my liqueur, here, I also went to the gym this evening, which is probably taking away the liqueur, but it's fine. It's cool. Got to work out. Over this past week, I definitely put some more time into myself and like trying to meditate and pray because violence is always an option. And it is very hard to sit here and stay positive throughout everything, but it's okay. Still here, still standing, still smiling. How are you, doll?
I am great. Finally went back to work after 2 weeks, but we're not going to go to
No, probably not.
Yeah, just need a little break, but it's life, self-care.
Be like that.
Definitely. But I'm here. I'm blessed. I got to wake up. My friends.
Amen.
That's all I can ask for.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Well, let's go ahead and get to our favorite part. The first thing we start off here with is with politics. Politicians have been taking home these classified documents. So at this point, we know Biden did it. I'm sorry, let me put some respect on his name. President Biden did it. Former President Trump did it. And now it has come out that former Vice President Mike Pence has done it as well. I'm just trying to figure out what happened to when people used to steal pens and paper and like highlighters. Like y'all still in classified docs? They the ops for real.
I mean, I don't get it if they're classified. It means stays at work. Like I get it, you're dedicated to your job, but I'm not bringing that shit home.
Man, what? Yes, especially at my house.
Bring the paperwork home from work.
The required stuff, exactly.
Okay. But you're bringing home classified documents that's gonna get you bagged.
Exactly. And I'll be honest, I had barbecue chicken for dinner. So, you know what I'm saying? The way that I'm going to have this sauce, okay? The way that I'm going to have the Buffalo Wild Wings sauce on there. All right. And I'm going to keep it moving. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my finger, wipe that off, and I'm keep moving. And it's going to be what it is. But I'm like, I don't know. I would just like to know who's it for. And I wonder, I really, really do wonder, is this being used in this war against Ukraine? I just want to know. I got a couple of questions. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of things. Or not, well, it's probably even deeper than that. Who knows?
It's always deeper than that. They only give us a little bit because it's see how everybody acted with the toilet paper in the whole pandemic.
Listen, so
the government has learned their lesson. We cannot we cannot leak too much information because it sends people in a frenzy, which I understand, but I truly feel like less is best.
I do agree. I do agree. And like you said, that toilet paper, and last time I definitely spoke on how a bunch of nasty MFers was in there. I would have loved to drop the curse word just now, but we gotta sit here and respect YouTube's guidelines. But I'm like, yo, you dirty, and there's a lot of stuff about you that's dirty. And you grabbing all this bleach, all this water, and all this toilet tissue. Don't nothing about you look like you white. Don't nothing about you look like you drink that much water. Okay, like you look like, just no, no, no.
Much.
I'm not a fan.
Legit preparing like they were going to some underground bunker. Like it was what is
Girl.
it Day? I mean, they didn't say nothing about no aliens or sneak attacks. They just said, you're gonna have
Exactly.
to can go to the grocery store. It's okay to go to the grocery store, but no,
Yeah.
everybody did go into this big frenzy. But
Thank
I mean,
you. Exactly.
I personally was not one of those people. We had
I
what we
wasn't.
and we made it work. And if I needed to go out, now granted, I
Yeah.
was an essential employee.
Yeah.
So therefore, I had my paperwork to roam the streets.
Well, you know what? At the time, I had just begun dating an essential employee, and I'm like, baby, please, bring some baby wipes, please. He's like, we don't have no more. I'm like, I ain't got no more baby wipes, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I told y'all last time about what that dollar, oh no, the Family Dollar tissue was doing to me and my child and anyone in my home. It was a bad time, and we don't want to go back down there. Those was terrible days, terrible days. But to God be the glory. We've moved forward. Let's move. Let's move along. Next here is that paper. It's that favorite time of year. It's tax time. I know a lot of people, they looking forward to taking these tax vacations, getting caught up on bills, getting new cars and everything. But unfortunately, the IRS is warning that tax refunds may be somewhat less because there were less generous tax breaks after the pandemic relief expired, experts are saying. A big reason is that there were no stimulus payments from the government to help people get them through the pandemic in 2022. So because of that, it's supposed to be less this year. Um,
That might be the most ass backward thing I've ever heard. Consider, like we say every goddamn week, eggs
every
are $20.
listen,
So why wouldn't you give these breaks now? I will say to the smaller businesses, they need those breaks. But the
they
big
do.
that are chain restaurants and all the Walmart and Target, all that, they don't need them breaks. They were
They
still cash
don't.
during pandemic time. So they don't need them.
Exactly.
But us, the regular people, and
Regulars.
the small black owned business, no shade, all small
Yes,
businesses,
respectful.
but we need that break. I mean, food too high not to be giving people breaks. I'm sorry. And they already cutting food stamps, eggs,
Yeah,
toilet paper, $30. We need
listen. Yo, it is this injectable. I should have brought it over here. It is this injectable seasoning that I've been using right for the last since I think I found out about it in 2021.
is it
And
Tony's? Is it green in a green bottle?
yes, it's green with the yellow and it has the injector in there. Where that originally you would be able to get that for under $6. It usually be like, no, not a dollar over $5.69. During Thanksgiving, that thing went up to, I know I saw it at one store for 8.90 something, and my friend saw it at another store for $10. And I'm like, wow. And this is just for some injectable seasoning for your meats. And granted, it works amazing. But when I saw that go up, I'm like, not they really part the price up for the holidays, right? So now you go into the store, you go over there, you see Tony's. Now Tony's is back down in certain spots. Like I think Safeway is like the only one that I still saw where it was still in the $8 range. But you go to Walmart, you go to Giant, and then you can get it for a much cheaper price. But it's like y'all are finding y'all money in other places, and you are like, you all are penalizing us for not being farmers and not growing our own things.
Yeah, but
Um,
even still, that even with the farmers and stuff, the food's still janky because I don't know if you've heard or not, but they're talking about lab produced meat now. It's been approved. And I'm like, wait, what?
no,
Yeah, I believe they approved it. And I'm like, okay, now
uh,
taking it too far.
too far. What?
I mean, I mean, and at this point, it looks just like the real thing. I mean, it's like a little off, but it looks like the real thing. I mean, nothing is safe to eat unless you're legit raising your own cows, growing vegetables. Because then with the vegetables, they inject those with steroids and stuff, you know, to make them bigger faster. So,
Exactly.
and I get it, but if buying land wasn't so damn expensive and out of reach for everybody,
Yeah.
just maybe.
Yeah, like we might just need to stop. And you know what? On top of that, like it's crazy that they're saying all this, right? So this we've got that going on last week, or I talked about how they were at the how we talked about how they were at the ceiling, the debt ceiling, and how the US owes trillions of dollars. I think it was like 31.6 or 31.9 trillion dollars. So you hear all that going on, right? Then I happened to see this new thing that came out that said that I think China is now declaring that there will be a war with us in 2025. When I saw that, I'm like,
Well, I
oh,
think it was with us per se. I think it was they were gonna do something to
is it the
Taiwan.
world? Ooh,
No, Taiwan. And you know, the US got their hand and everything, but at the same time, China
I got
owns
it.
because why you think we in so much debt? We owe them bread.
Yeah, and then I'll be honest, we gonna pay it because we gotta think about who making these shoes, who's making all these things that we use. Like Alibaba getting a lot of money over there, all right? Because they were showing that they like, hey, we out here, we cutting these chicks' hair off, and we going ahead, we bonding this, you getting this weave, you getting all this beautiful hair from us, and we selling it to y'all talking about it's Brazilian, and it's not Brazilian. No, no, no. This coming out the back. They sitting there, they making these babies bald, these men growing their hair long. I'd say like, yo, they have the real live video of this. And I'm like, we got all this going on. And I don't know. I don't know how we're supposed to feel safe or comfortable in any of this. But we gotta pray. We gotta hope. And you know what? The one thing that has stayed in business throughout all of this and everything that has gone on has definitely been the liquor store, and I'm pretty sure the weed man, because let me tell you, the way that this right here is, I guess, helped to ease things, but I don't ease things and develop problems. But it is
Yeah.
what it is. Oh well.
Well,
Uh,
cheers to the lab grown meat. It's a but I'll hold that thought and I'm gonna just take my sip.
mm-hmm. Yep. No pause. No pause. Yep.
Hey, I'm just here.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
Hello.
Anyhow,
Beat it. I know you see me record.
every time, every time, every
Never
time. Real
miss,
mothers, y'all. Real mothers.
never misses a beat.
At all. At all. Do you have melatonin?
Yeah, I do, but it's still it's not really early. But you know, we'll get there.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, yeah, I mean, but like I'm surprised no one has come down this hallway, but they had a long day today, and everybody definitely is melatonined up. I gave that to them about like 7:30. I don't
Oh,
hear no phones or nothing anymore. So, and as you see, with every episode, I'm in a different spot. I'm like that episode of Love and Hip Hop when Ray J had that hat on and it kept shifting in every scene. That's like us on the pod. That's like me on the podcast. I literally am in different spots because now I'm looking, like I said, I'm in the perfect angle. So somebody come down this hallway, I'm tossing this down there. So, and then just in case if I miss, I got a follow up right here. So no matter what, and I think, and I got a purse. So no matter what, I'm down for whatever. I'm prepared today because I'm
you
tired of this. I'm tired of
locked
this.
and loaded, locked and loaded.
Yes. Anyway, well, speaking of pandemic craziness, what do you have for us, Shantae?
It's a sad story about the young man who was brutally beaten by the actually six officers. They just recently released that it was a white officer involved. He was recently suspended, well, relieved of duties, for his part, which was he was filmed pepper spraying the man. I will say I only watched like 30 seconds of the video because I can't. And just the 30 seconds that I saw was disgusting. they were punching that man in his face like he was not a human being. And of course, it just looks 30 million times worse because they're Black officers beating on another Black man. And regardless of race, you're a person of law. You're the law.
Exactly.
Why you gotta abuse your authority, as Day would say? Like, well, sorry, it wasn't Day. It was Craig who said you're abusing your authority. Why are you abusing your authority? Like, it's 5 of y'all, and y'all ain't no small dudes. None y'all weren't small. That man was way smaller than y'all. Y'all mean to tell me that y'all couldn't subdued him? Like, it's wrong. And I mean, I say it a lot, like when I'm talking to my friends, like, if you're in a situation like that, I get it. You're in a dangerous situation regardless, but just comply. And I understand that sometimes these people do comply and they still lose their lives, but just lay down. Just like, I mean, it's nothing you can do. You got 5 people whooping on you.
Exactly.
And I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's now we're up in arms. It's more riots, and I understand with the protests. I get it with the riots, but why you're in a Black community. Some of these businesses that they're potentially destroying in Memphis could be other businesses. And it's like, dude, now you're just hurting your community even more, because now brings us back to the tax breaks. We're not getting these tax breaks. So now these people got more money to fix their establishments, or their establishment has to be boarded up to try to protect it from the riots that are going on. Like, I mean, it's a lot of backwards thinking. And really is. I mean, we have to go back to a peaceful, non-violent protest, because you're giving them a reason to put their hands on you. You're giving a reason to lash out the way they are, because at the same time, just like you want to go to home to your family, they want to go back home to their family too.
They do. They really do. And you know what? One thing that
they can do, what is it? Non-lethal tactics. Y'all got rubber bullets. Y'all got, what is it? The spray, the gas, tear gas, all that stuff.
And they got the taser and everything. But
well,
I think
you saw what happened with the taser. The man died because they tased him.
But you know what? Okay, so let's bring it back to this, right? One thing, they said this in Bad Boys 2, and I went and saw this movie with the police officer, right? And it was quite funny how they laughed. In Bad Boys 2, somebody said that police officers ain't nothing but a bunch of people who used to get beat up in high school all the time, and they went ahead and did this so they could go have some authority. And the person I'm with, they laughed so hard. They laughed too hard. So I was like, okay, this sounds like a relatable situation. All right, cool. So now they've said that some of them were part of a fraternity. I'm not going to sit here and say their name because, you know, we don't want any issues or anything like that. But a very popular African-American fraternity. And 3 of the officers were a part of it. And they're all part of a special a special tactical group that that their agency had. So these people are known for paddling and all this other stuff. So all this, they really were down to take this on as a full challenge. And it wasn't even worth all that. Like, I understood why that man ran, and then like seeing what has happened, that's exactly why he ran. But apparently he where he was at, he wasn't far from his mother's house. He was just like a couple of yards away. So he was running to his mother's house. And then to think that all this happened to your child and you're not even that far like that, this is just so disheartening. And it is very disgusting to see that they would sit here and treat somebody like that. And I am glad that that they are taking swift justice and getting this taken care of. But I just do find it very funny about the way that they got rid of them quick. But now, you know what? No, I'm lying. I'm saying that, but apparently this all happened January 7th. We are just now finding out about this. And I'm like, how did this stay under wraps for so long? But I'm like, stuff like this happens all the time. And we, thanks to technology, we find out sooner because you see a hashtag or you have some of these media outlets that'll go ahead and report it. But when I saw January 7th, I'm like, yo, I've only known about this for less than a week. That's crazy that this happened. But I'm glad that his family is in the beginning of receiving some justice per se, but still it's at the expense of the loss of their son. But
It is,
you
but I also feel a certain type of way at how I know it happened in January, but how everything now is rolling. But
exactly.
when it's a Caucasian officer, oh, we
They
got to
drag.
do a thorough investigation. They drag,
Exactly.
and oh, we finally did this. Prime example, if this happened January, they're just now relieving the white officer who pepper sprayed him of his duties. Like, what are we doing here? Everybody that was involved in the situation has to face some type of consequences if you did nothing. And then it puts other civilians in danger because it's like, you want to help and be like, bro, what are you doing? You got to chill. But then as soon as you get involved, now you getting whooped or shot or whatever it may be. I mean, it has to be some type of, once again, mental evaluation or thorough background check. The same way y'all do these background checks for all these guns. Why can't you do it for people that are going to be carrying these guns? I get it. They go through training and this is then the third. But clearly, they go out the window.
But here's the thing, I can attest to they do these things, but I don't know if they do these things. They go, they interview your family, they interview the people you live with, they interview like other jobs and everything that you went for, and they do all this. All these people, they want to see the people who they're interviewing with, that they're looking into finding out more information about you. They want to sit here and they want to see you when they want you to get that job. They do all these things. They ask you whether or not you've ever smoked weed before. They ask you if you have a parent that's on drugs, if you have a family member that's on drugs. They ask all of these questions, but it's like in the end, you still gonna get what you get. And from what I've seen, like people, when they get that level of power, you get a whole nother level of power that you've never had in your life, where you can drive as crazy as you want to. You get pulled over, you pull out your badge, they be like, you know, you're supposed to be slowing down. They be like, I know, and they keep it moving. So I think that power, you feel untouchable. And it's unfortunate because the Black community took a huge hit when this man died, when this happened to this young man. We got 5 disgraced Black officers now, and now y'all gonna be in jail. Everything that y'all were doing to try not to do this, because we all know that the easiest thing that you could do, you could try to go ahead and sell drugs. You did all these things to go become a upstanding citizen. Then you do this, and now you ruined yourself, and you killed another Black person. It's no wars. No one wins. No one. What does Jay-Z say? No one wins with family feuds. No one won. No one at all. He's gone. Now y'all lost your careers. Was it worth it? And when you get fired, you lose everything, all that pension money, all them special things, all that stuff is gone. Like, it wasn't worth it. But here we are. Oh, well, what else you got for us, man?
So, kids fighting their teachers.
Girl.
I actually just seen this on the news today. The lady that the teacher that got into the fight with the girl, her leg was broke. I'm like, so it was rumbling. And how can I word this? As a former educator, most of the kids are bigger than me. I'm only 5'2". Kids are pretty big these days. And they do try to throw their weight around. They do try to say reckless and wild things to you. I've had a student say to me, oh, I'm gonna rob you for your shoes. Me being me, I told him, there's a bus loop outside. You can meet me out there. And me and him, we were good ever since. That's all I said to him. I said, you can bus loop outside right now.
I get it. Dang.
I threw him for a loop because he was like, oh, serious? Yeah, I am serious, because what you're not going to do is talk to me just like I'm one of your friends or like I'm somebody off the street. I'm a person just like you're a person.
Exactly.
And these kids don't have no respect for adults, like, or any type of anybody that's older than them. And yes, I get it. Sometimes teachers are disrespectful and they don't give the same respect that these students do deserve. You got to give respect to get it. And I'm not, but I don't really know the complete backstory of why they got into a fight, but it's no way in holy hell It's no way, bruh. Like, it's no way. And then as a parent, if I get a phone call that my child is fighting with the teacher, it's some furniture moving because I didn't raise you like that.
At all. And you know what? Did you see the other one where they were? It was a child. It was a Caucasian student, and he walked up to his African American substitute teacher. He went up in his face. He called him the N word, and once he did that, then the teacher, he was like, the teacher in his face, like, say it again, say it again, say it again, all in his face. And I'm looking like, oh no, oh no, the boy would not say it again. The boy got scared. The way this teacher mollywopped this boy, and that boy dropped down, hit the floor, and then he took him and got on the class. He was like, man, get the fuck out of my classroom and everything. And I'm like,
that
I understood it.
I don't agree with, because you're an adult, you're a professional. Words like that shouldn't really get under your skin, because I'm in a situation where I've been called God knows what, everything except for my name, but it didn't affect me, because it's like, okay, you could call me that, whatever, fine, but what put your hands on me. Now when you put your hands on me, that's something different. You can call me whatever you want to call me. That, as a professional, you got to get over that. But also it brings to what they're teaching them in school. When you teach them about these things and they're aware and they're educated, I'll say 8 times out of 10, they're less likely to do it and to say it.
Yeah.
I mean, ignorance is bliss. But, these parents, y'all better get your kids under control. And then I seen another video where this little boy ran up on this dude and was just pushing him and pushing him and pushing him, and the dude shoved the shit out of him and he fell over. But of course, his mother only posted a snippet of the video showing the man pushing the boy over.
Wow.
Like, I mean, he pushed the shit out of him, as he should. I got to keep running up on me, hitting me, and I'm trying to ignore you and walk into this school building.
Exactly.
Me. So parents, y'all, we, because I'm a parent too. Yes. We got to be better with raising our kids and teaching them that you can't just be out here acting all reckless and living like there are no consequences. There are consequences for everything that you do, whether it's positive or negative.
Exactly. Definitely agree. And you know what? I showed my kids the videos, and I was like, so like with the one where the girl was in the teacher's face and the teacher had a broken leg and everything, I showed that to my kids. I said, all right, now look at this, right? If y'all ever go and do this, and I said, I see this, I said, because it's going to be a viral situation. I'm like, not necessarily for my youngest, but for my oldest. I'm like, something like this, and I get this type of video, please, please, please understand. I'm siding with the teacher, and you got to see me when you get home, because you're not going to do that. And I'm like, why is it this? I mean, I understand that as people, we all deal with different things. There are different burdens. There are things that are happening in our life. But the fact that that girl just decided she was going to take out every single thing whatsoever on this teacher, and she's talking like, I think she was saying something about the teacher's fingers stink and they smell like some food or something like that. It was something wild. But it's like just sitting here and tearing people out, and then you in the teacher face, you pushing people. It's out of hand. But yes, I think every parent need to show their kids these videos.
As a professional, you got to be able to read the room.
That's true.
Kids, what is it, 100 and some odd days kids are in school? You see these kids about 100 and some odd days. You kind of know them. You know when they're off. You know what I'm saying? They might not come flat out and say it, but the same way you read the room when you go out or when you in a meeting, you gotta read your classroom. You gotta know, like, okay, maybe she going through something today, or maybe you asked her a question or whatever and she ignored you. Okay, don't deal with it right now. Deal with it after. Because when you give a child an audience, that's when they show
that.
They show off more. And which I've learned that, okay, I'm gonna pull you out. I'm gonna pull you to the side. So it's me and you. Now we're gonna talk.
Keep that same energy.
Keep the same energy when we're in the hall, when we're talking. And now you can hear me clearly without the influence of your peers.
Exactly.
You clearly. And you're going to understand my expectations by the time we walk in this room. Now, if you discuss with your friends what I said or try to twist it, just know I'm already ahead of you, baby.
Exactly.
I mean, but it's a game you gotta
Right with
play with
you.
kids. You gotta be a step ahead of them. You know, okay,
Right.
this kid is giving me problems. So let me go ahead and put that buzz out there. So if something do
Yes,
right, Bill, here's my documentation that I did XYZ and blah 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 blah. But
exactly.
I mean, hey, like I said, it's dangerous, it's wild. The fact that it's even happening in elementary school, middle school, high school, it should,
Yeah.
because when I was in school, we respected our teachers and we knew which
Yeah.
teachers to mess with, and we knew what teachers didn't
Exactly.
play at all. But then I
Yeah.
also the back end, she called my house. Now I gotta deal with that.
Exactly. Nah. Ain't no, and again, no. Ain't no winners
Nope.
when the family feuds. Ain't none. Ain't no winners.
But
Anyway.
speaking
Yeah.
of school, this nurse.
Girl, I heard about these fake nursing degrees, yo.
I mean, I get it, but with nursing, you can't
This
really
ain't
hang out.
fair, yo.
That's you're handling somebody's life. You can't get fake
Exactly.
degrees for that. Now, if it's something in like business or something, I won't
Yeah, wait.
say, but business or education, anything
Exactly.
that's involving somebody's life,
And
you
I'm
can't do
like
that.
you
It
bold,
really,
but I understand why they did it though. It's probably because it was a lot of traveling nursing positions that was coming out back in the beginning of 2020, and they were having all types of crazy sign-on bonuses. I know my kid's aunt, she was a traveling nurse and everything, so I know that she was going ahead and able to go ahead and take her wins, and she, does some work I think in Arizona and in California. But these bonuses that you would see when you're advertised for this, and it's like, oh wow. So
yeah. I
I
mean,
understand how it happened.
now.
Yeah,
So
I
I
understand how it happened, but it's still the fact that, like you said, people are really like these is real people's lives. So now I'm like, wow, it would be interesting if somebody goes back and they look at like the numbers or who maintained or took care of certain patients who died of alleged COVID. Was it really COVID? Like, do we even know? Who knows? Did they catch COVID at the hospital? It's just out of control. But I'm definitely glad to hear that if and when sentenced, that they should be getting a good amount of time, a substantial amount of time. Hopefully.
I don't know, but it's just getting wilder out here. Then back to the good old police officers, Miss Hall.
Yes,
The
Miss
fact
Hall.
that they are giving her, like, not giving her, they're asking her to do appearances at strip clubs,
Oh, they're
or
soliciting her. Okay, okay.
like, wait, what? I mean,
I-
now she do on her time is on her time. She's supposed to be an upstanding citizen, but what? Y'all are asking her to come to places like what? What are
yeah,
we?
I'm trying to think if I ever saw a picture of her whole body to try to see what made them want to get her at a strip club. I haven't seen any. I just keep seeing
This
that one paper when she's
you
like,
might go create an OnlyFans at this point.
picture. Listen, that, but I'm like, I'm surprised that, they say that she was, sitting here messing with, like, they said that that she was allegedly sleeping with all of them at the same time. So I'm saying, I don't know why X Video and Pornhub ain't jump on top of this and be like, yo, for, $1 million, have a gangbang or whatever. And then,
Your
remember she
face
was,
already there.
yeah, and they could really make this a real wild situation because she did have a threesome with the guy and with her coworker and his wife. So honestly, this could be the gangbang of all gangbangs. You know what I'm saying? This like everybody can get it, and the name of it should be called. Let's see,
I feel like it should be
let's
everybody get.
unwrap, like beat it. I don't know.
I don't know. The shit. It's
Come up,
just
I got nicks. Like
week.
what?
Every
It,
week
it's
it gets wilder and wilder.
it
And
it does, and I'm like. And again, I would love to see this advertisement for this. Like, I want to know, and I want to know how much they were offering to pay her. And again, I need a full body picture to sit here and be able to determine, like, want to see her at the strip club? Now, if anything, people trying to see her at the strip club, and they be like, yo, it seemed like you got a problem. I'm trying to fix it. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, it looked like you was a whole nympho, and I'm trying to see what's up, baby. I'm trying to give everybody else got their turn. You know what I'm saying?
What is it? Spin the police officer.
That could be the name of the DVD, and then she be on there on the thing like one of the what is that, the BDSM joint, and be up there. And they spin her around, and then she's on there, and she just lays there, and then they don't put the little thing, the thing that with the ball that go around the neck and everything. Like, don't give her none of that. Just have her spin around, and then they can flip the board or whatever. Like, or she could be a glory hole dream. Like, who knows? Who knows? But the fact again that there's all this violence, there's all this money that's going in towards other things. People are dying, kids is fighting teachers, and they like, nah, we trying to see Shorty at the strip club. We trying to see what that's about. What if she can't dance? So what she just gonna get up there?
Well, she gonna host, she'll host. Oh, bringing to the stage. Brown. I don't know. I mean,
officer, the disgraced officer, Megan Hall. Yeah. Like, that's how I look about that.
It's getting wild. It's getting scary. Every other week is something new. Then we got who ran over her husband 39 times because he was cheating with her grandmother.
Ooh, not Nana,
but,
right?
Wait, what? Like, that makes my head.
Not Nana fucking your husband.
I mean, I get it. Everybody got to get it in, but not Grams. But hey, I might have had on the moo, so he had to
she better have, because she heard. She's like, I know how bills used to get paid around here, baby. I know.
Nah, they got the button-up ones. Just,
oh yeah, I know how. Do whatever you want, or one of them. I ain't had a man in so long. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just really want to know. I want to see pictures of these people, because I want to see, was this a justified cheat? And then, what if grandma badder than her granddaughter? And then you understand why he cracked it. Then it's like, ooh.
Either you gotta have some self-respect for yourself, and you gotta draw the line.
Look, he seen Granny, and she was walking by, and she had the little piece, the little cuff up on her seat. And this right here, this is why we are wearing our muumuus this evening. This is why this is the muumuu edition, okay? Grandma walked in there. She gave him a shake. You hungry, baby? And then she bent over, and she reached and grabbed something. He saw that little cuff of cheek at the bottom. He was like, "Do I need something?" Let me see something real quick. Come in. And next thing you know, and he probably knocking Granny down. And then I want to know the race. I want to know all this stuff, because I want to know, like, you slow down, young man.
I need to know all the dynamics of this situation. I mean, he's still alive, so that's a plus.
To God.
He's in critical condition, but
now she's gonna be over there. Oh God. So then she's gonna be like, back in slavery, they used to make the black women, they had to be wet nurses, and they always had to go ahead and breastfeed the kids, and that's how that man gonna get back together. So not only did you try to kill your husband and fail, now your grandmother and him gonna probably go ahead and start a whole life together, and she's gonna sit here and be breastfeeding him and everything. Like, we gonna get you back right, baby. Give you a little powder milk, and I got you. You're gonna be big and strong. Big and strong, baby. Big and strong. But
oh God, speaking of these nannies or nanas or whatever you call your grandmother.
God. Oh God, grandma.
We have another elderly person who was baiting women to come to her house.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. Somebody put her information out there, and what they did is that they have her number linked as you can get drugs or you can get prostitutes at her house. I heard about this on CNN. They had the audio, and the lady was like, somebody called her. No, this guy came to her house, and she put like a bunch of signs in the yard that says, you're going to be on on Circuit TV and all this other stuff. This guy came to her house, and she goes and answers the door, right? And so it's an older white lady. She was like, did you come here for drugs or whore? No, did you come here for drugs or whores? And he was like, the second option. this? She said, well, I don't know where you found my information at, but we don't have any of that going on here. So the dude, he looks at his phone. He like, you don't? Is this? And he reads the address back to me. He's like, but it says that it was happening here. She's like, you're not the first person to come here. He said, okay, so I'm trying to see the second option. It's not here. If you don't leave, I'm going to call the police. This man left so quickly. And it was wild.
I mean,
And
it's everything about it is wild. Like, what? Like, and then what are we baiting these people here for? Are we trafficking people? Like, what we got going?
exactly. But now let's ask a real big question. After that prior story that you told, is this the grandmother? So did her granddaughter put this information out and was like, since you want to be a whore, grandma, you can at least be a paid one, you bitch. I love him. I love him.
I mean, it's a lot more to it. Once we get all the details, I'm damn sure coming back because I need to know. I feel
And
like
I want
don't
pictures.
know, they're gonna want to know.
Exactly. And oh my gosh, and if you would have seen, it was just so many. I don't know if y'all saw this. It was so many signs. So like as you walking up to her house, they had the camera outside that showed he walked past 10 signs and still went in this house. So this is like almost like how to catch a predator and everything. But you came here for drugs or for whores? The second option, that was
The fact he
hilarious.
even answered, like, what are you doing? You're just incriminating yourself even more, you
And it's
dumbass.
all these cameras, it's all these signs. So you ain't reading any signs, or I'm guessing maybe he thought, oh, I get it. They put this up as a deterrent, so people won't think this is going on here. Ha, I'll handle this. No, no, it was nothing of the sort.
I,
Well, you know
I can't.
what? Yeah, I can't either, but it's all right because we can get into BMF. Let's go out here, get our coats on, let's get ready. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get right. Go ahead. Boom, 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 boom. All
Go
right.
ahead and get right. So,
Exactly.
this is my favorite part.
And then listen. All right, here we go. Let's take a drink first to Lamar still being the coldest motherfucker out here doing his
Hater
thing. Yes,
in his
hater forever.
Gucci suit. So,
Mm. In last week's episode of BMF, so now we had it. Meech is in the hospital. Meech's brother, he realizes like, hey, look, Lamar is crazy. We gotta get you up out of here. They get him out the hospital just in time. I'm sorry, I guess I should say alert if you didn't watch it, but you should have watched it because by the time that this airs, it's Friday. You had a whole week. Now you about to be behind. Get it up, get it together, get right with us. Anyway, so
it's interesting.
no, the fact that like now so on this episode they get Meech and the officer that works with Detective Bryant, she comes in there and she arranges a situation where it's going to be a sit down with Lamar and Meech. Neither one of them know that they're going to come in there and meet each other, and instead Lamar uses a reference to Batman and Joker. No, I think it was Batman and Joker,
Yeah,
but
it was that Joker. He did a reference
so
basically saying, you know, the Joker always loses,
always
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 the Batman. So
exactly.
each is referring to himself as Batman and he's calling Lamar the Joker.
Yes,
And I like that reference. I thought it
I
was
do. I do.
shade. And he
And
called your bluff. Basically, he's like, you ain't,
exactly.
and now you in handcuffs, and I'm over here looking at you while you strapped to the table. So who's
Exactly.
winning?
Exactly. And then you know what? The saddest part after that, what I think really took it up was Lamar was like, you know what? They done had me down here at this jail. Fuck that. I'm gonna go get some ass. And he shows up over there to that woman's home. And he tell her, come on, work with me, work with me. So she touching his stomach, she feel that colostomy bag. He like, oh no. And he trying to tell her like, don't worry about it, just move around it. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm thinking many things watching this. I'm like, the colostomy bag is a bag full of, shit and air. So you telling her work around it. you know, I don't really know how she's supposed to work around this because I mean, I guess maybe because he dumped the bag before he got there, but technically, we ain't see all that. But the way that that man became enraged because apparently he was told that he's not supposed to have any sexual intercourse for 3 months. And he looked like, oh no, I'm gonna need me some. And the way he got mad at that girl, because she's like, Lamar, what's wrong with you? No, just keep going. Come on, try it. You can do it. And so she looking like, I mean, I ain't never seen you like this. Maybe you waited too soon. Man, fuck this. And he leaves and he gets angry. So then he goes and he tears himself down the mirror, tears himself down. And he realizes the man that he thought he was and who he became. But his good cousin came in there and told him to remind these niggas who you are. Remind them you a beast out here in these streets.
Oh, he was a beast, all right. Because when the fat dude, all my man was trying to do was eat his little wings and his fried fries, and he got whooped with a 2x4 in the middle of the street.
I know. It was so sad. It was so sad.
But it was like, oh my God, I ain't gonna lie. When he took his little poop bag off and dumped it on him, that was it.
I was like, wow. I'm like, they really went there. But you know who really went there in this episode? Was Lala. Let's talk about the fact that Lala's character, I don't even know, Markeisha. Markeisha is a grown woman. And she knows she up there fucking with Terry. She know that boy in high school, but she still gave it the cheeks. Now, I'm gonna give Terry credit for being able to go ahead and crack that married woman. It's unfortunate, and honestly, this is a thing that, like, if that was my son and she did this to my son, we're gonna have to fight because you're a predator for real. You know what I'm saying? And these things.
Well, not his basketball games, but you at the basketball games.
Exactly. And then you walking in there sucking on a lollipop and all this stuff. What you doing? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You're supposed to be in here showing team sports, bringing orange slices and Capri Suns, and you throwing ass.
Exactly. She's like, I'm trying to see something though. And she's like, I know, but before you go, let me show you something. I'm like, really? I'm like, oh, predator. But yeah, that it was wild. And let's also talk about how at the church, Lucille, no, as I'm sorry, as Snoop, I don't know what his name is, as the preacher, but as he told everybody to go ahead and say prayers for Meech, next thing you know, the way that people start walking out of there, and Lucille, because Lucille ain't she ain't getting no peen right now. So she was letting people know. She was like, and who turned on you and who talked bad about you when your husband was out there with them prostitutes? And nobody talked about your daughter when she had a drinking problem. They came from a good home, a good home. So we hear all that, right? And at this point, Meech and Terry, they got caught up in a situation because they try to get back in the drug gang with Markeisha's husband. And things is going bad because one of the girls who worked at the limo company that they were having, she got caught with the drugs on and everything. Meech and Terry like, yeah, we got to go ahead and leave. We leaving town. The way Charles reached out and grabbed his wad of money. And I'm looking like, ooh.
So we got repairs around this house that need to be fixed. And poor Lucille is still working at Wendy's. What are we doing here? What are we doing? It's me. I would have had so many questions, which I'm sure she did have a lot of questions. One, what's going on with my kids? Two, where the hell you get all this money from? And then you always talk about we broke. We can't do this. Nicole wanted to go on a field trip. We ain't got no field trip money.
Remember they had no bra money from Nicole to get her. She need new bras. She's sprouting out everywhere. He like, bitch, ain't got nothing to do with me.
But he need to make it make sense, or he gonna get cut.
Listen, and that girl at the church that she was trying to throw them cheeks in church and everything.
Yeah, because she need to stay out of Charles' face. Because if I was Lucille, I'd have been right up in the choir section. So what's up with you?
Exactly. And then now knowing that he got, he tricked Daddy Dollars, you got this money you bringing out. Like, is this why you couldn't sit here and do this? I done took out a credit card in our daughter's name at the JC of the pennies, and you made me do this. But it was something. So I can't wait till this week right here. Every week it just gets better and better.
And but one thing that ain't getting better is Terry's BM's hair.
Yo,
I'm thoroughly confused. We got the shag in the back. We got
Yo,
Bob on top. We got
yeah,
mean ass bang.
yeah.
What's going here? I get it. That might have been the times, but bro,
I
you
think it,
gotta pick. You gotta pick one.
I want to say that I believe that it was because I do remember seeing like an old salt and pepper
I've
album
seen a
cover.
hairstyle before, but your
It
little
was
shit
different when Pepper did it.
that you could put that in a ponytail. In one episode, she did have it in a ponytail. So what are we
I
really
mean,
doing here? Like I get it. That is the times, but take a little bit off. Take a little bit off, boo. Take a little. Take a little.
exactly. Like I feel like, they went to like a sale at Tyler Perry Studios and they was like with just a little bit more product and a good brush, you know what I'm saying? We go ahead comb this out, this will be straight. But let's take it up. Have you heard about this new show that is coming out in March that is called Brother Husband? Have you heard about it?
Saw a snippet of it, and she had two husbands, and I was like, oh,
Yes, and this is about a woman who is living a polyamorous lifestyle. So she can go ahead and she can have sex with all her husbands, but her husbands can't have sex with another woman. Now, I feel like with everything that's going on in the world, this is not the best idea. Now, granted, it's some people, if that's what you want to do and you find people and they respect it and they let you do your thing and y'all got it, then cool, do your thing. Hats off to you, you can pull that off. But she did state, I stay in a different room every night, but nobody stays permanently in the room with me. But I just decide who room I'm gonna go into. So I want to know how that go, and I want to know like on the other side, like since they all stay in a home together, like was she petty enough to put the bed up against the wall? So is there a wall in the middle and both of the headboards been in there? Like I want to know. So like you go ahead, dude, knocking you down and everything, and you're like, yeah, daddy, yeah. And next thing you know, you get up, I'm about to go to bed. And next thing you know, she go next door. Hey, baby, you ready? Yeah. And then you go in there again. And then, like, do you go back and forth? I want to know how this goes. Like, I can't wait till this show comes out.
yeah, I'm gonna watch it only simply because I'm gonna say I low key support it because of the double standards.
Facts.
So I'm gonna
Big
take a
facts. Yep. Because there's a lot of shows with
that.
men doing that. There's a lot of
Exactly.
shows with men
I
doing that.
mean, and it's heavy in the African culture as well. So that's the only reason why I support it, because now the shoe is on the other foot. So
Yes.
I wonder how the world, society is going to perceive it, because automatically
Mm,
is she going to be labeled, oh, she a hoe, oh, she doing this, oh, she got this, oh, they
exactly. And
doing this. But why she
that's
got
not fair.
all that? That's not fair.
Exactly.
She
It's
living
not
her
fair. She
maybe
she is.
culture where it's okay for her to have two husbands.
Yeah,
Maybe
and at the same time, if they support it, then what is it to you? Now, the only joint that'll get wild, I would take it would be like now if she became pregnant. Now I want to know how that go. And then there's another part where I think somebody asked whether or not they get all together, and the one dude was like, "No, we not gay." And then I'm thinking, I'm like, I wasn't taking it like that. I'm thinking they just trying to see if y'all running trains every night. You know what I'm saying? It sounds interesting. I'm down for it. And as far as if they're gonna show a video, I don't want to see this officer, but I want to see how this all plays out. Like if she leaves another man's room and she goes to the other one, like does he slide down the wall with his hands on his face? Like I should have came stronger. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, maybe gas station pills. She got all them joints in there. Like all I know is she like, I came over here for a good time, Big Daddy. And you gotta show me what you got. You want to stay in this house? Better get down. Like, can you imagine knocking on dude's door, telling me they about to bust down? I'm tired. You tired? The fuck is you tired from?
but it's all right, bet I'll holler at you tomorrow, or I'll holler at
Ain't
you.
nothing.
And then she gets added one of them, and it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be
It
interesting.
is,
It's gonna
and
be
it definitely sounds unsafe, but I guess like people, I mean, put like this, people really been tripping out here, and it does not sound like a safe situation for her or for anybody because them feelings get involved, people going hard. But watch it. This will probably be a show that I'm gonna watch from beginning to end.
yeah, and
Yeah,
fun to really talk to things like this, but I need to know.
Yeah. Like how you set something up like that. Now I can only imagine. Like there ain't nothing now. Again, we are telling everyone out here, proceed. You know, you need to read the sign, just like how Tay was talking about some read the room. Read the room, turn that episode on, and see how your spouse acts during that episode. And at the same time, like, I mean, I don't necessarily think it's fair that like okay, if I was in a polyamorous relationship, then all right, cool. Just know when it's my turn to poly, I'm gonna be amorous. Okay. What? What? Go ahead, have a good time, baby. Go ahead, have a good time. Life is short. You should have all the experiences that you want. Just know when it's my time. Oh, don't call me. Don't call me. Don't call me. Talk to one of the other ones. I'm off duty, baby. I'm
But
out.
then
Cause what?
get somebody else to do it.
Yep. Yep, because it won't be me. But no, speaking of, who is kind of in a poly situation right now is on the show Love After Lockup, or should I think it's either Life After Lockup. It's a combination. I think it went from Love After Lockup. It went from love to life or whatever. Anyway, this situation with this Derek and Monique, we are on season 4. I really just start watching this show mainly because of all the viral news I was seeing about it with him getting out of jail and the way that things were just working out where he stuck with the bill. We talked about that before. Now in this situation, he was chased down. There was a car, it was a white car that was chasing him, and Monique, Big Neek, chasing him around. I've seen the memes that did also call her Respucia and Norbit. That was very funny. He definitely doesn't look like Norbit, but she definitely do look like Spucia. But anyway,
It's that dynamic of it alone. Not that we're body shaming. Everybody is
we are
beautiful,
not body shaming,
but
but it
that
is quite a coincidence that her breasts do drive that car. Her breasts do drive that car. And he over there on the side looking like a child that look like I don't even want to sit up here. I don't want to sit in the front seat, like a child that really wants to be in the back seat. But they got chased down by one of Derek's former love interests, who happens to be a CO. As he explains, she's a CO. Well, not at the prison I was in. She was at another prison. I'm like, nigga, no, 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 no. So he calls her up and he's asking her, he calls up from and puts his number on private. He calls her up and it's like, yeah, I seen this car around here. Was that you? And then she was like, it might have been. He was like, stop playing with me. Was it you or not? Yeah, it was. And he was like, so what you doing? You know, if you wanted to talk to me, you could have just said that. No, I need to see what was really going on. So the whole time he's been talking to Monique and he's been talking to the CO. And now him and Monique talking about having a baby.
well, the
Mm-mm-mm.
CEO and inmate thing, that's nothing new because
At
it's
all.
big female CEOs that get pregnant by these jailbirds.
Yeah, they
Me,
taking them.
house sweat. I get it. You got the keys to everything, but
Everything.
you risking your job once
Yeah,
again out here taking
again.
risk for somebody who's in here that probably ain't gonna get out. Now you forced to take care of baby that ain't gonna know their father,
At
that
all.
you ain't gonna get no support, no help.
At
You
all.
don't know his family because he's locked up. I
Exactly.
I don't understand people's logic of thinking. I don't understand what is going through your brain. Like, are you that hard up for some sex where you gotta stoop that low? Because what is he really offering you? What, a pack of oodles and noodles?
Hard dick and bubble gum, and that's what she was looking for. And so she's like, I need you to back up all them nasty things you said you was gonna do. And I'm like, out of everything, I don't want to know that they have sex. I don't want to know that they've been in there having sex. I don't want, it's certain visuals that I don't want to see, you know what I'm saying, in my mind. And
It's scary out here.
it really,
It's
it is, it
scary.
is.
The world is getting scarier and scarier
Yeah,
every day.
and
I
every
mean,
day.
hey, it's getting close to Valentine's Day, so
Whew, whew.
gotta make it do what it do, baby.
Exactly. Nobody wants to be alone. I get it. I get it. But damn, damn.
Don't get it. I mean, and at the end of the day, it's not my business to get.
It's
So
not. It's not. This is entertainment.
leave it at that. It ain't
Yep.
our business to get.
Yep.
So we're gonna continue to mind our Black-owned business and
There
take
we go. Yep. All right. I always gotta take a shot to that because what? Yes.
Lord, that's all you can do is just sigh.
Yeah, because I'm just like ill, and like my mind keep trying to create like a scene that I don't want to see. So I'm like blocking it. Like I don't want to don't even put that in there. I don't like that. I don't like that for me. I don't like that for society. And I would like to go to sleep peacefully tonight. I don't nah.
No.
Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to think about it. I don't want no parts at all.
Nope. But speaking of Valentine's Day, what you got?
Yeah. Girl, listen. My playlist fire. I ain't even gonna lie for real. Okay. So there is this song. It is by Marsha Ambrosius. And it's called, if you look it up on YouTube, it's called I Want to Touch. The real title is called I Want to Fuck. When I tell you this girl is singing her heart on there. You know how when you hear when she was singing on Floetry, Say Yes. So when I'm telling you she's singing this song right here, she sounds amazing. But I got that on there. I got let's see, I got a couple old school joints. Like I got Keith Sweat, How Deep Is Your Love? I got that on there. Yo, I got Tory Lanez, you know, I know he in jail and everything. So, but I like this song way before him. I got Tory Lanez, his interlude for Blowing Minds. Jeremiah and Lil Wayne joint, All the Time. Got that on there.
You gotta you have my man Tevin on there.
Which one? Because Tevin got some hits, but which one?
I had a what's it? Shh.
Oh, break it down. I don't want nobody else to hear this. Yo, I didn't even think about Tevin.
That's a classic.
I also got Miguel's Vixen.
Oh, I love
that. Yo, and Miguel's when he sings That Pussy Is Mine. That one. Woo. That one.
That's it. That one and Use Me.
Listen, and another one, the last one that I'm gonna drop because I can't give y'all all my hits. The last one is this song by Carl Thomas. It's called The Baby Maker. And I tell you, listen, Carl ain't played no games, not now, not
Look, where my pen at? I'm gonna need you to shake.
It's okay. I'm gonna send all this to you because that joint, oh my gosh, like I would love to sit here and play it on the channel, but I know that we can get, in trouble for that, so we're not gonna do that. But these songs right here, and Tank Slowly. That's the last one I'm giving away.
I love me some Tank. It's something about and Chris
man. Jesus. Well, you got any extra hidden bangers on your joint as well?
Did it get hot in here?
Yeah, it got real hot. And then like my heat just came on and like all this heat is coming out. And I'm like, just stop. No, I'm about to turn the heat off. Like, hold on. Flashback City. What? Oh my gosh. Oh, and you know what? We also, and the last one, Trey Songz, Scratching Me Up. Yo. We have him in the bed. You know what it is. But all right, I'm done. I'm not releasing no more of my songs. No more. Granted, Jane bangs, but yes, it is the vibes. It is amazing.
You definitely got some heat. You got some heat.
Thank you.
Me, on the other hand, I have nothing. I'm just being honest. I'm a wing it. I have nothing for you. I was just feeding you was giving it. But I'm
well, it's all right.
Create that.
It's all right. We are going to go ahead and come up with a list, and we're going to put this out there for everyone. And you know what? We want updates like a month from then. So I'm going to say by March 14th, we want updates. Like, did someone find out that they were pregnant after this? And was it thanks to the playlist? And we want to say you're welcome. and we will send you a baby shower gift under the cost of $20. And I'm really being generous. I was gonna say $5 because it's inflation and we got kids, and hey. And I've been fortunate enough that I didn't have a special guest this evening, but the night's still young. We'll see how it goes.
My special guest
Anyway,
is back, but
yeah. But have you seen have you ever thought about proposing to a significant other? Because there's this video that's going viral right now of this woman proposing to a man. And this is for the women proposing to men. I mean, I do remember seeing I remember, I'll be honest, years ago, like dating someone, and they were like, why don't you just go ahead and get a ring and propose to the person? And I just remember I was like, what? I'm like, because what part of the game is that? I'm like, I don't see me needing to be that. Like, that's feel like that's like you down bad. Like, the only way I need to drop down on a knee for anything is because of the fact that I dropped something, or like, let's say that let's say,
going around.
Lord Jesus, every time, but it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I got this. Go ahead, handle your business. I got this. This woman, okay. There is no way. She went, and in front of all her family, she invited all these people there, and she dropped down on the knees. She dropped down on the knees that can't be mega knees, but they definitely made it down on that floor in there. And the thing about, and dude knew he knew she didn't have mega knees. He knew she didn't have good knees in general. He went over there, he put his hands to her, he said, all right, come on, don't do this. Get up, come on, get up. And he helped that woman get up off the ground. When I heard that, and people are like, well, I saw an extended version, but it's like, but did he say yes? But did he say yes? And people are like, no, he told her to get up off the ground. She's like, ooh, and the camera's on her face. I'm like, oh my gosh, that would have been my biggest fear. Like, only way that I could see me proposing would be because he's deaf and I don't understand sign language, and he trying to show to me this. Oh, he's deaf and he's handicapped. So he disabled, like he in a wheelchair. So he'd be like, he can't do that for me. And I see he trying. I'm like, no, baby, I'll drop down. And if you want to go ahead and open it up and slide or something, we'll do that. But I don't see me doing that. Like,
It's a hard.
you can be in love. You can be, yeah, because you can be in love with somebody and you can love them very deeply, very, very deeply. But when it comes down to things, I'm still a nice old fashioned type of person. I want, like, show me chivalry. You know what I'm saying? You open my doors, you drop down on that knee, and you tell me that you love me and I'm the best thing that ever happened to you and that you're going to be the best man ever. Tell me you love me. Bow, bow, bow. Hand me the ring. Hand me the ring. And there we
Yeah,
go.
it's a hard no for me. It's just certain things you just leave for a man. But I will
Exactly.
say, with the whole marriage thing and timing, why do we have to be also on their time? I'm not saying we got to wait for them to propose, but
Very true.
I mean, in so many words, we're waiting on them. We're on their time when it comes to that.
Yeah. Because I haven't heard of any situation where a man, I don't know, not of any of my peers, I don't know of anybody I could think of that a man proposed and they was like, you can go ahead and go on about your business. That ain't gonna happen or whatever. But it's a lot. Like, I'll be honest, even like as I shared last time, I'm a divorcee, been divorced for a long time now. I'm still willing to go ahead and get married again. You know what I'm saying? Meet the right person. I'm willing to go ahead and do it again. I don't have anything against marriage, but am I so hard up that I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna go ahead and ask him to marry me? No, I'm not
No,
gonna ask anybody to marry me because again, I'm like, if you really respect your man, if you know your man, you respect your man, you know the type of man that he is, you know whether or not he wants to sit here and do this. And whilst he may be nervous trying to ask you, he get nervous over asking everything else. He ain't nervous when he say, baby, go get me another drink. He ain't nervous when he tell you lift your moo up. He ain't nervous now about none of that. So no, he ain't nervous when he go ahead and do that little thing you like. He ain't nervous about none of that. So you should be able to go ahead and place the ring on the hand with no problem, if
that
that's what he wants to do.
that part. But as your friend, you ain't
Mm-hmm.
outside. So if you even thought
Yo,
that you was about to, oh, I'm gonna propose to him today. Propose to
yo,
who? You about to
I
do what?
remember,
No. Where
I
was her
remember,
man?
there's just no way. I remember this girl, she was trying to convince me, and I was just looking at her, I was like, I'm really about to break up with him for real. I'm not gonna sit here and, spend all my good years of my life waiting on somebody. And the thing about it, like, it's up to you in life. Every day you have a choice. You can love somebody, but then you have to realize when do you love somebody so much that you're sacrificing yourself. This girl, she really played herself because you got all these people here. Like, and that's another thing too. If I was like watching that, if I was to propose to a man, I definitely ain't about to ask you in front of everybody. We
Mm.
gonna have to do this in the house with
Somebody
with the blinds closed
camera on the side, and then
and
if
the
you see
lights off
yes, and it go
with some candles.
accordingly, then we can post it if it goes accordingly. But what you're not gonna do is embarrass me and tell me get up. Why you doing this?
But
What?
I'm like, why did she do that? Because my thing is that there had to be a ton of signs and the thing about it, but I do appreciate that man because honestly, he could have went 1 or 2 days about it. Like he could have went ahead and told her yes, and they get all happy and they kiss and everything. Then they go get in the car and he be like, I just did that so you wouldn't get embarrassed in front of everybody. And then for real, like I would love to get an update on them because like, are they together after that? Is there a certain line that you have crossed and gone too far? Like if you want to get married and that's what you're on and those are your intentions, then you need to state those from the jump. Not even just that. If you say like I am strictly out here dating for a husband, if you are not trying to be my husband, I am not the one for you. Stayed on that first date. I mean, it's coming across real harsh because he, I'm pretty sure that
It's
he'd be
not
looking like. I mean,
forward. That way, there's
it
no
is
confusion. There's no, well, I
exactly.
know you want. No, you knew. You chose to
Hmm.
ignore what I said. So
Exactly. It's no wasted time. None of that. But
consequences. There's consequences for everything
yes,
that you do. She thought, well, I'm gonna go ahead and propose to this man.
in
You
front of
thought
all these people. And the way he walked in and he got to looking around and the look on his face, he looking around like, bitch, I don't know what you, because I'm pretty sure he start recognizing certain faces. He's like, he probably was like, I don't know what my mother here for, and I definitely know what my auntie here for. And then she like, I just want to know. And then the way she dropped down, first of all, you ain't even practice how you was gonna drop down. You got your knee wobbling all crazy and everything. What you thinking about? Like, what are you doing? That was a terrible idea. That's why you don't need to do that. Like, no, 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 no. For everyone, for a man knows. Like, I have never seen a different situation where I've never seen a situation where an African American man proposes and he does not still go ahead and drop down on his knee. That is a standard pose for men from what I've seen, or I'll say for American men from what I've seen. They might do it in other countries, but I don't have any proof to show that or that I know of. So I'm not gonna say that. But he gonna drop, he knew all his life that if he wanted to do this, he gotta drop down like this. Okay. And the problem is that see, I was a little Disney princess. You couldn't tell me nothing. So you know what? I was waiting for you can tell me I wasn't the little mermaid. You know what I'm saying? And when I was telling you that I was out here looking for my Prince Eric, okay, and Prince Eric gonna come up here to my castle, and guess what? We gonna go ahead and we gonna be together. I done gave up my voice, everything for this man. I was all for it, and I'm like, life is what you make it. But ain't no motherfucking way. And then I'm asking in front of all these people, and there's no video afterwards of us fighting because there should have been a fight afterwards. Granted, she did that to herself, but ain't no reason because it's like now you didn't embarrass me in front of everybody. He'd be like, I ain't tell you to have all these people here, but he need to be saying that while he ducking. I ain't tell you had him here. I ain't tell you do that. You did that to yourself. That's how that should have went. It's unfortunate, but here she is. Here she is. But you know what's not unfortunate? What's not unfortunate is the next thing that we got getting ready to go on.
dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Michael.
Well, hello there, sunshine.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. I'm ready.
Are you sure you're ready?
Bring it on.
All right.
Oh,
So
confident is he?
he's too confident. So
Yep, tear that shit down.
I
are
got
you
on
pro?
thermal moo.
Oh, excuse us.
Oh,
But I got
stand up.
no.
You ain't got no bottoms on.
No, I do. I got sweatpants on. I got sweatpants on.
Allegedly, we don't believe you. Stand up.
I know. No.
Are you
You
sure
gonna
you?
cut the camera?
I just wonder, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's
All
go.
right. So are you pro Gooch or an all?
Gooch. The
Look
Gooch
his
is cool.
eyes.
The Gooch is cool.
Oh, okay. So now you're that area.
Which is cool.
So since you are pro Gooch, do you let her lift your legs up in the air?
No. I told you I was ready. Come on. Nope.
So what angle do you prefer then?
What? Can you repeat the question? I didn't hear that. Hold on.
Oh God.
Oh, now
God.
static in the back.
Huh?
I said, what angle do you prefer then, since you
Okay,
don't let her lift?
I'm just gonna be, hey, listen. I'm just laying there. That's it. That's all I can say. I'm not lifting no legs up. Ain't nobody lifting my legs up. I'm not bending over for nobody. That ain't happening. So listen, I don't know what you want me to do.
That's what he told her.
You're not gonna give me. You're not gonna give me. I'm not. Listen, I'm single, and I was listening to Dynasty, and I'm looking to date to get married. So I am not about to have my business on these streets. But I'm letting you know right now, if you're watching, you might, oh, Mike is handsome. I might want to holler at Mike. You will not be putting my legs up in no air. I will not be like this.
Oh.
I won't be like this.
No east and west action for you.
Nah. 90-degree angle. Or whatever it's supposed to. Somebody correct me in the comments. It might be 180. I don't know. Whichever way. Horizontal.
180 is pretty.
I don't know what it is, man.
I'll tell you what 180 is. That's obtuse.
This is Facts Friday. This is Facts Friday. I'm not here to do any math questions. All I know is that one of the angles go like this. You may get a this, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't getting no this. If you can decipher what I just said, then you understand what I just said. But if you don't, then no. This is getting freakier and freakier about the week, man.
Hey, we done our job.
Jesus. Are you trying to ask me any questions about like books and stuff? Like,
Talk about what books you read.
Look, when I asked you about your goals, this question weak. This question weak. But then when I come 2 weeks in a row with a little caliente for you.
You got me like Ray J.
Oh,
is there any more questions to your question? We got to stretch this segment.
You answered all three. I mean, you came in hot. You gave no details. It was flat. You said no. I'm gonna get you. You'll understand. I be working on these.
Hey, well, you.
It takes me a week to come up with these questions.
As soon as I heard Gooch, I knew where it was going. I was like, hold up, okay. Oh, you think you're gonna get me?
Oh, wait, there's an answer. Wait. There is an answer in the chat to which position should be used for gooch licking. And the preferred male position is horizontal.
No, I didn't. Hold on. Okay. No. Wait.
This is what it say here in the comments. Wait. I'm not saying what you're saying. I'm reading the feedback from the public.
Wait. All I'm saying is I don't know what any other male do. There's some other out here that are freaky.
They east and west. They like this.
Yeah, they like to be a field goal post.
Oh my God.
It's good. They want to do that.
Which one? We here.
It's certain stuff that you'll get a bad reaction from me trying to do. And that's one of them. I'm trying to lift my legs up in there. I'm taking you home. It never happened. No one's ever done that. I got fat, so I guess lifting my legs is really an option.
You know what?
So nobody's ever tried that, and I don't want anybody to. But that's one thing I know right now. Like, there's a couple of things on my list that I'm taking you home immediately. And that's
I I'll give you that. That does qualify is your Uber's outside. I'm not even taking you home.
Nah, see, I don't do the Uber outside no more. That's when the chicks get vengeful. You gotta take them.
Oh.
You gotta take them to where you picked them up from. I've learned my lesson. Take them where you pick them up from. Do not
I'll do that.
Huh?
But at the same time, if she's a real one, she's driving herself to your place.
Big facts.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe. Sometimes, you know.
Hey,
I remember when I was that dude, chicks had to come to my house. And I remember when I didn't have, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have it. So I can't be one to judge. Like, if she don't got a car, that's something different now.
Right. Nobody's judging. But if you...
Plus, I live out Germantown. Ain't no women. Like,
I don't want to say speaking from experience or anything of this. But me...
How come you can't speak from experience? You ask me personal questions. You got to speak from experience.
I know is...
Ask Shantae, have you... Like, no,
it's no way in hell that I'm lifting any grown ass man legs up. Like, what are we doing here? Are you two? Am I changing your diaper? Like, no.
Hey, what about you, Doc? You be lifting legs?
No, and you know what?
Leg lifter. You're a leg lifter. You want to be a part of the segment, didn't you?
Look, Mike, she do be in the gym.
And that's what I was about to say. I know I be in the gym, right? I know I be in the gym. But you know what I'm saying? I'm doing the bending, okay? I'm doing the bending of myself, okay? I've been me.
Whoa.
Not of him.
Whoa.
I knew y'all would have liked that. I gave a spicy answer. You like that? Yeah.
This might be the first time I have to actually might cut something from a podcast on 613.
No.
Honestly says she is the bender of the over.
No, I'm not bending niggas over.
That's what you said. That is what you said.
No,
I got you on 4K.
I'm okay. Let me sit here. No. Let's go ahead and edit this.
I'll see y'all next week.
No, hell no,
Yeah.
hell no. I'm not bending nobody over. I'm not picking up no legs, none of that stuff like that.
Yeah,
no,
right.
It's not happening. No, I'm saying.
Get the squats in.
Look,
you know what?
As the world turns.
And the thing about it, look, right, I'll be honest. Right now, y'all heard me over here. I've been trying not to laugh too hard because I am sick. So you heard how I was coughing real heavy, like I smoked heavy Newports. But I'm telling you, between this Robitussin and this liquor, you know, this was probably a bad idea. And to Soul Man in the comments, you shut your ass up, okay? I am not sitting here bending niggas over licking gooch. That's not happening. That's
okay,
not
we are
happening.
gone. We're gone.
No, we not. No, fuck that. Clear my name.
This segment is going too long. It's only supposed to be like a 5-minute segment where Shantae asked me a question that I avoid. I run away from questions. That's where it gets good. Now she just got to keep coming up with questions. Like, this was a good question. I ain't gonna lie to you, but it didn't have me shaking up. Last week it had me shaking up. This week it was like last week, like, oh. I had to block. Had to get my fluid on. This week was like, what's bad, y'all?
Well, let me first go by clearing my name. I'm not saying I'm bending, no, because we're gonna get this very, very crystal clear. I am not sitting here bending nobody over, licking the gooch. It's
you
not
leg
happening.
lifter.
That is not, I be in the gym working on my physical fitness. Okay, that's what I be in there on. I'm not in there sitting here lifting up nobody's legs. Okay, and I'm telling you, if I ever attempted to do that, the way that leg gonna drop down on me, in the way that, like, no, it would just end so terribly for me. And I like what we have. And I don't want to sit here and no, that's not how to.
Figure 4. What is it? Fuck around and find out.
No, I won't because I like my life. I like what, he and I have built. No, it's not going down like that at all. But I just had to go ahead and get that clear. When I said doing the bending, I said I'm not doing any of that. I was talking about I'm bending over, and I said, and he gonna get and do. No, I was not saying anything whatsoever. Yeah, we might just have to edit that whole part out. Because this will be the episode. He'll go ahead and watch him like, the fuck you say about me? Like, I ain't even say. When he talking about you.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
even better. We definitely not editing it out now.
oh
Those two
no.
parts just now, what you just said and what just happened with Tay, we definitely not editing out. This is a great episode.
You know what? I can't. You know what?
You leg lifter.
I'm not no damn leg lifter, yo.
Well,
No.
all I say is just make sure you tune in Friday. You can catch us at 8 a.m. for the audio, 12 p.m. for the visual on that good old YouTube, 613 Faye Productions.
You know what?
Podcast. Each and every Friday, we back at it.
Yeah, man. This is a lie. I don't be bending on niggas. That's not happening. The fuck part of the game. That's almost as bad as that lady that's out here going to try to pressure a man into a proposal. That's like, now that woman right there, that woman. Okay, because that man need home. He need a home, and he also coming around because it's like, I'll be honest. She'd have asked him right now. She'd have been straight because he know that her. She knows she got a good job and them taxes coming. So he was ready to go ahead and commit until he told her that he's going to take that money real quick and he about to flip it and turn it into something else. And he never comes back and he's gone like the wind. But, you know, here we are. Anyway, we've got to sign out now. We have a child who is requesting her mother's attention. And, you know, here's where we are. But thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed yourself. And bye, y'all.